we're still trying to close that last sort of 10 to 15% of same-store sales, which are very meaningful. Obviously, in the restaurant space, we operate on very thin margins. So, we need to get all that revenue back. We're having to compete very differently than we have in the past, right? Finding new growth layers that we can layer into the business. I mean, our segment, the casual dining full service segment, is one of the most hard hit, right? Because we've lost dining rooms. I mean, we're still in a situation in California where we don't have inside seating at all. And then in New Jersey, we just got back 25% last week. So we're still kind of lagging a little bit, but generally we're optimistic that we're going to continue to find ways to improve.
Is that going to be through delivery or direct to consumer or some combination of outdoor, indoor, even as the temperature turns?
Yeah, I mean, we obviously have been very scrappy through this process, right? We were putting tents up in parking lots and laying down, artificial turf to try and create an atmosphere, string lights, whatever we need to do. I mean, I'm so proud of the team for the way they've rallied around this purpose of trying to find ways to accommodate our guests and sell experiences. It's likely that is going to be the case, right? As we start to lose these tents, we're most likely going to have to backfill with some of the third-party delivery solutions that are out there that we've already partnered with. I expect we'll probably see that expand a little bit as we see the outside seating start to contract. So we are a little trepidatious going into the colder season, knowing that we're going to lose some of that outside dining, and we haven't been able to get enough folks inside our dining rooms just yet.
Ray, as recently as last night, the White House has been describing this as a blue state versus red state phenomenon, and you have the unique perspective of operating restaurants all across the United States. So I'm wondering if you can speak to any geographic disparities in the weakness or the way that you're operating.
Not necessarily. I mean, a lot of the blue states that we compete in all through the Northeast, those are businesses that we own and operate. And, those are some that have responded the most favorably, actually, to outdoor seating and some of the alternative solutions. They've continued to support the business through third-party delivery and just traditional curbside pickup. So I don't know that we see a big disparity in overall performance. There is a disparity in kind of where the economy is in terms of reopening dining rooms and things like that. But look, we err on the side of safety for our team members and our guests first anyway. So for us, I think being responsible as we reopen our restaurants is still very critical.
How is a CEO such as yourself has access to markets, obviously the benefits of scale? How do you think about and I guess empathize with mom and pops? And we keep talking all day about the difference between publicly run restaurants and those that are privately owned small shops. I mean, what are they supposed to do, especially when they're going up against chains like your own?
Yeah, well, even chains, we all compete. The restaurant industry, we compete locally, right? Every single one of our restaurants puts most of the revenue that we bring into the restaurant back into that local economy in the form of, we hire people locally. Local people are delivering, food and services to our restaurants. So, I think every restaurant competes small, if you will. Independents in particular. Yeah. Because this industry is such a low margin industry, I think in a lot of cases, even though there was PPP money available to independents to, essentially help them through the crisis, I think people just get to a point where, what's the point? And, we're barely making a living to start with. This is likely to continue for the next 18 months or so. Do I really have the internal fortitude and the wherewithal to want to even put up with this? Because it is so challenging.
Yeah, no, the ultimate gut check if you're an entrepreneur in food, not to mention the degree to which the joy has been sucked out of it to some degree. Ray, we got to run. It's close to the top of the hour, but we hope you'll come back. I really appreciate it.
Hey, thanks again. Have a great day.